Avengers Infinity War, Marvel bosses tried to stop this death but it was necessary. Why? Avengers Infinity War saw major Marvel characters die and bosses tried to persuade the directors not to kill this character, but the Russos saw spoilers' death as necessary. Why? Audiences are still reeling from the scale of losses inflicted by Thanos. No major blockbuster has ever killed off so many important and beloved characters. Now that the dust, is starting to settle, the question is turning to what will happen next. Why were certain characters killed off and others spared? How can any of the dead return? One thing is very clear: none of it was random or arbitrary. The Russos killed off every single character for a specific reason, including one of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's biggest new stars, and they had intended him to die in this way all the way back during the making of Captain America: Civil War. Related articles. Avengers Infinity War, is Loki dead? Will he be back in Avengers 4? Avengers deaths, Marvel confirms this character is never coming back. Warning: major spoilers. Black Panther has only just celebrated a staggering solo debut at the global box office. Talk of sequels seemed assured until he was abruptly turned to dust during the snap. The Russos and the writers have repeatedly insisted that the snap will not be simply reversed in Avengers 4. So why kill a hugely important new character at the start of a potential franchise? Marvel producer die.Moore revealed his attempts to persuade the directors to save T'Challa back in 2015, but shocking confesses they already had very clear reasons why he had to die. Moore told the Huffington Post, "I knew pretty well what they were talking about and personally urged them to reconsider. But the storytelling made sense. Touching on all the different ideas you can have, you talk about the pros and cons of each, and they had some really compelling arguments as to why what happened. I think ultimately it made for a really interesting, almost more complicated ending to that film, Infinity War, because of how well Black Panther was embraced by audiences. Again, personally painful, but I understand the reasoning." Moore repeatedly refers to the reasoning and the storytelling making sense. This confirms that Black Panther had to die. There is a clear intent from the Russos that fans are now desperate to understand. It seems impossible that he won't be back in some way, and the most compelling theories all point towards the remaining original Avengers having to deal with the aftermath of the snap, somehow correct what Thanos has done and, more than likely, lose many of their own lives in the process. Of course, Black Panther really could be gone forever. Avengers Infinity War is out now.